What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Excuse me. Now, before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now on the road of 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. Excuse me. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare B-Cup from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys, if you haven't done so already, because I know that a lot of you guys haven't, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ats will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. What deck will you guys be playing when Maze of Millennia gets released in the next couple of weeks? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the last batch of cards that will be in this set. I've already talked about all the cards that were in the set. I've already talked about the cards such as the new Earthbound support. I've talked about the new Eye of Illusion card. I've already talked about all those cards on the channel already. If you guys haven't seen those videos, I recommend you guys check them out. But for today's video, we are going to be talking about the last batch of cards that will be in this set, and it's the brand new Flame Swordsman support. Yes, Flame Swordsman has now been turned into an archetype that will be released in Maze of Millennia. And honestly, this is probably going to be one of the craziest sets that I've seen in quite some time. And I'm actually going to be getting my hands on this set sometime in the next several weeks. So make sure you guys get ready to see that opening. I don't know exactly when I'm going to open it. Maybe I might do to Maze of Millennia what I'm going to do with this set with Toon Chaos, and that's open it up when we get to a certain point. So again, 1,000 subs, this box gets opened. So if you guys want to see this get opened, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what's up. And of course, 500 subs, this box gets opened. But with this one, I think I might, if once I get this box, I think I might wait until we hit like 700 subs or something like that, and we get to that point and I open it up or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, but yeah, Flame Swordsman getting new support, getting a retrain, I guess, if you will. And honestly, looking at this first card, it'll be interesting. So let's not waste any time and let's just get straight into it. Kicking these off, we have Fighting Flame Swordsman, which is a 4-star fire warrior with 1800 attack, 1600 defense. And it says, and the effects read as follows. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a 1 spell or trap that mentions Flame Swordsman from your deck to your hand. Second effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave, you can send 1 Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it from your deck or extra deck to the grave except this card. Excuse me. You can only use each effect once per turn. So not only is this spell and trap Rhoda, but this also has a Foolish Burial effect, which is actually kind of cracked, because if you send the appropriate card to your graveyard, you can actually get that card's graveyard effect, and you're able to just combo off from there, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Fighting Flame Dragon, which is a 5-star fire dragon fusion with 1700 attack, 1600 defense, and requires a dragon, a dragon, and a fire warrior. So, funny enough, this is also a really good instant fusion target, which is pretty cool. And the effects read as follows. Except during the damage step, as a quick effect, you can target 1 warrior fusion you control, equip this card from your field or grave to that monster you control as an equipped spell. You can only use this effect once per turn. While this card is equipped to Flame Swordsman or your monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase. This is basically Lightning Blade mixed in with the effects of a Cyber Twin Dragon, where it can make a second attack during the battle phase, which is absolutely insane. Again, this card is a really good instant fusion target. It's literally instant fusion. No problem. Literally, you just activate instant fusion, summon that card, and you're off to the races from there. And funny enough, I would show it on the laptop, but I can't. So I'm actually going to get out the iPhone, and I'm going to show you guys what the card looks like. Give me a sec. What Fighting Flame Swordsman looks like. Let's see. So, this is what Fighting Flame Swordsman looks like. It literally looks like a retrain of Joey from the Pharaoh's battle with Bakura in Duelist Kingdom. Literally, that's what it legitly looks like. And what's crazy is that you look at the fusion. Fighting Flame Dragon, I believe, is yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what the new fusion looks. The new instant fusion target looks like. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that that a card like that is like actually around. And again, it's like I said, it's an instant fusion target, which is absolutely insane. Next up, we have Salamander, the Flying Flame Dragon, which is a 2-star, fire dragon with 700 attack, 1600 defense. And the effects read as follows. While this card is equipped to Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack. Can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is in your hand or grave, you can target one warrior monster you control, equip this card to that monster you control as an equipped spell. If this card is sent to the grave, you can add one Salamander spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So funny enough, there's actually a couple of like really good like Salamander like cards that you can add right off the bat, which is pretty cool. And not only that, this card right here is your combo extender. So if you equip this card to, let's say I don't know, I guess let's say I don't know. I guess the original Flame Swordsman, if you will. The original has what? 1800 attack? So 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, it literally goes up to 2500 attack, which is basically the stats of a Dark Magician, which is absolutely insane. I will say this. Again, this archetype, it's a bit gimmicky, but it'll be interesting to say the very least. But next up, we have Mirage Swordsman, which is actually a retrain of Mirage Knight, funny enough, which is an 8-star fire warrior with 2800 attack, 2000 defense, and the effects read as follows. If a face-up fire fusion you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your grave. If it was there when the monster was destroyed, or hand even if not. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy both battling monsters. If this card is destroyed by battle or another card's effect, you can special summon a level 7 or lower monster that is Flame Swordsman or mentions it from your deck or extra deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. This is basically Mirage Knight on steroids. That's why I said that this card was a retrain, because this card not only does it have the effects of Ally of Justice Catastor, but it also has a sort of like a Cyber Rev system like effect where you can summon this card from your hand or grave right off the bat. Right off the bat. And if you have, let's say you have another 8-star monster, like let's say, what's a good one? I'll say, just as a random example, I'll say Guilford the Lightning. Let's say that. You have both those monsters on board. You can automatically go into a card like, say, Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon, and then just go into Cypher X Dragon, and then just combo off from there. That's actually kind of nuts. Or if you have this other card, which is the new fusion that I'm going to talk about here in a second, you can also use that as well. And the new fusion is called Ultimate Flame Swordsman, which is an 8-star fire warrior fusion with 2800 attack, 1600 defense, and it requires Flame Swordsman and Fighting Flame Dragon. And the effects read as follows. You can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. This is a quick effect if this card is equipped with an equipped card. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, You can double this card's attack until the end of the turn, but if you do, destroy during the end phase of this turn. You can only use each effect of Ultimate Flame Swordsman once per turn. So funny enough, I believe, so there's actually a way that they can bypass it. There's actually a way you can bypass the banish effect. Not the banish effect. The what's called the destruction effect of this card, and it's to use this card as Xyz material. It's the same thing as I said with monsters that have effects that say banish this card when it leaves the field. If it has that type of effect, you use that monster as Xyz material. You can't use it as link material, fusion material, or synchro material because it'll just get banished. If you don't want it to be banished and you want it in and you need it in the graveyard, you use the monster as Xyz material. This is actually another one of those cards. And what's even more cool about this card is that it has the effect of Baron, which you target a monster on the board that your opponent has. It gets popped. They get dealt 500 damage. What's even more funny is that if your opponent actually has 500 points left, and this card is on board, this card is essentially a GG. No shot. No shot that your opponent would ever let you win that way, if you will. But still, that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Flame Swords Realm. Flame Swords Realm. That's the name. Which is a continuous spell, and the effects read as follows. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you normal summon a Fire Warrior monster. That's the first effect. Second effect says, once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand or face the field to the grave. Special summon Flame Swordsman from your extra deck, which is treated... Special summon one Flame Swordsman from your extra deck, and which is treated as a fusion summon. The third effect says, once per turn, when a monster declares an attack, you can target one warrior monster you control. Until the end of the turn, it loses exactly 1,000 attack, but all other monsters you currently control gain 1,000 attack. I mean, it literally has the effects of what you call it? Oh, I can't. Oh my god, I can't think of it. It has the effect of Acts of Despair, where your monsters gain 1,000, but if Acts of Despair had a negative effect for your opponent, this is what it would be. So, and not only that, this is actually a really good floodgate. It's literally a continuous spell floodgate. It's a spell floodgate. You can never go wrong with that. Next up, we have Salamandra Fusion, which is an equipped spell. Get this, it's an equipped spell, and the effects read as follows: equip only to a Fire Warrior monster. It gains 700 attack. Second effect reads: if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy this card instead. While this card is equipped to a fusion monster you control, you can send this card and the equipped monster to the grave, and if you do, special summon a flame swordsman or a fusion monster that mentions it from your extra deck, which is treated as a fusion summon. And you can only use this effect once per turn. This is basically polymerization for the entire deck. Not much else to say about that. Literally, there's not a whole lot to say. I believe there's 2 more cards left. No, 1, 2, 3 cards left, you guys. There are 3 cards left. So next up we have Fighting Flame Sword, which is a quick play spell, and the effect reads as follows. Activate one of these effects. Add one card from your deck to your hand that mentions Flame Swordsman, except this card. When an attack is declared involving a fire warrior monster you control, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it that you control, negate that effect. You can only activate activate this card once per turn. So funny enough, not only is this Rhoda, but it also has a sort of like a trap hole / like MST like effect, but it also has the effects of Imperm as well. It's literally 4 cards into one nasty quick play spell. Do I even have to say anything else? And also, funny enough, if you guys can believe it, Fire Recovery, if you guys remember that card, Fire Recovery can actually work with this deck. I mean that's something that a lot of boomers out there would love to hear. The fact that a card like Fire Recovery can work with a deck like this, it's gonna be a very interesting year to say the very least. Next up, we have a second retrain of the card known as Kunai with Chain. We've had Kunai with Chain. We've had Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Now we have Salamandra with Chain, which is a normal trap, and the effects read as follows. Target one fire monster on the field, equip this card to it as an equipped card that gives it 700 attack, then you can change one effect monster on the field to face down defense. Second effect reads, you can banish this card from your grave, fusion summon a fire warrior or dragon fusion from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from your hand, field, and or grave into the deck, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only use this effect once per turn. So again, literally it has the effects of the original Kunai with Chain, Book of Moon, and also Ultimate Fusion. Because Ultimate Fusion for Blue Eyes can shuffle cards back into, I believe it can shuffle cards back into the deck, if I remember right. If I remember correctly, I believe that was the effect. Here it is, right here. I actually have it. I actually have Ultimate Fusion right here in one of my older deck boxes. Let's see. During the main phase, fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as material by shuffling the materials listed on it from your hand, field, and or grave to the deck. Then you can destroy face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon used from the field as material. Can only activate one Ultimate Fusion per turn. It's basically that. This card is basically Kunai with Chain, Book of Moon, and Ultimate Fusion all rolled into one nasty card. This card right here is just insane. And not only that, but if you're able to establish your board by just by using this one card, I mean your end board could, at this point, your end board could literally be Appaloosa for 3 plus I'll say whatever fusion you have on board that's equipped to this card, plus Underworld Goddess and Axis Code Talker or something like that. Plus plus Baron and Draco Berserker, which Draco Berserker even still to this day is absolutely nasty, especially on fucking Master Duel, man. I've been playing a lot. I've been playing Master Duel as of late, using Blackwing, using Blackwings, and get this, guys, I'm on Platinum 5 using Blackwings. Yeah, and I actually have Draco Berserker in my extra deck, and it's pretty insane. Pretty fucking insane. But with that being said, the last card to talk about in this video is Flame Swords Dance, which is a normal trap, and the effects read as follows. If a monster is special summon one level 7 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck that is Flame Swordsman or mentions it, then you can change one face-up monster on the field to face-down defense. During your opponent's battle phase, you can banish the card from your grave and tribute a face-down defense position monster, special summon Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it from your deck or extra deck, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Again, it's the exact same thing. It's basically polymerization plus Book of Moon plus the effect of Triple D Abyss King Gilgamesh, where you're able to summon anything from your deck or your extra deck. It's 3 of those cards all rolled into this. So I will say this: these cards, they have a lot of potential. Will they truly become? Will this deck become a full-fledged meta deck? No, because this archetype, this deck is way too gimmicky to be a meta deck. I get it. I know that Exodia was a powerful deck. Actually got really far in one of the YCSs from several months back when Jeff Leonard, the legend himself, played it. But other than that, Exodia will never be meta. Never. This archetype is the exact same thing. But I will say this: Maze of Millennia is already a hot set. But is it really though? We're gonna find out, because I'm gonna be talking about the set on Friday's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. So make sure you guys get ready for that. That one is gonna be one hell of a topic to talk about. But with that being said, guys, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.